Ahead of the start of the regional 4-day season in February 2022, the Guyana Amazon Jaguars held a fitness test here at Leonora. According to head coach Esau Crandon and Ryan Hercules, the players showed some signs that they're positive headed into the new season. However, there's still much work to be done.
It's good to be back out, despite the weather we had over the past couple of weeks and so on. I think it's good to see the turnout from the potential academy players, apart from our normal contracted group. It's good to see the guys came out and they wanted to showcase their talent in terms of where they had at the level of fitness. And personally, I think it wasn't the greatest, but I thought we saw some good numbers, and obviously there is room for improvement going forward with regards to the fitness. So it's just an opportunity to assess the players, to see where they're at the moment, and we have not really done any assessments since I think it was July the 20th. That was our last fitness assessment with about 15 to 20 players. So this is going to give me a good gauge as head coach as to where each player is at with regards to their fitness, and then we're able to, if we need to set some targets for some guys to get up to where we want them to be, and just to maintain some of the guys who are there already.
Yeah, I think it was a good start with the guys for us there as a group, back for a long time. Some good performance from Emlak and some of the other young guys, and Anderson as well. There's still a gap there. I mean, you would have heard the chairman selector would have mentioned the fitness criteria he wants and what he's looking forward for from the players. So I think there's still a gap there that players need to still continue doing some other personal work so they could make sure they fulfill that void.
Now, since March 2020, when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, there hasn't been any regional 4-day cricket. And according to Crandon, they're looking forward to not just get back on the field, but hopefully getting back to winning ways. Most notably, Crandon indicated that they're looking to blood some new talents.
Preparation period is a little bit short this time around, but we're not going to use that as an excuse. We're going to make full use of the opportunity presented for the next 6 to 8 weeks, preparing going into the 4-day season. I think with a lot of rain around, we'll probably look at utilizing the LBI indoor facilities a lot. And then, once we have the opportunity to train outdoor, we're going to do that. Basically, at the moment, we have some guys overseas, and we have, some of the contracted players home, and some, fringe or emerging players around who's going to be training with us from next week. So the plan is to really get into our skill set, try and develop the skill set, and see how best we can get these guys mentally in tune, and obviously try to sharpen up on the tactical game plan and those things over the next 6 weeks or so. And we'll have plan to have a few practice games where we have the best players who we think at this point in time to play against each other, about 3 practice games or so heading into the tournament.
With several players scoring extremely high on these fitness tests and some extremely low, assistant coach Ryan Hercules indicated there's a lot to work to do on their core in order to get them extremely fit and meeting the standards that a new board has set in place.
It works mentally for you as well. When you're physically fit, you're mentally fit, and it could help you a lot going to the higher level, because if you look at the CWI level in terms of the West Indies teams, in terms of fitness, you could see we're lacking in something there, and we want to make sure we from down here, we get it right. So if we get players go to the West Indies stage, we can make sure they're intact mentally and physically to go the distance.
Apart from the yo-yo test, which the minimum pass mark is 40, players were required to sprint 40 meters in less than 5.8 seconds. And on Friday, they will be required to run a 2K in less than 8 minutes. According to chairman selectors Ramna Rasawa at the recent press briefing, players who are playing in shorter formats, which are T10 and T20, are falling short in fitness, and the board will have a zero tolerance towards such. He indicated about 6 to 8 months ago they had a conversation with the players about their performances and fitness. Informally, he told the executive there needs to be a stricter approach to fitness, and a balance should be struck between the players who are solely focused on the shorter formats and those interested in the longer formats. Sawan noted that the plans to raise Guyana's minimum level to 45 on the yo-yo test. For the newsroom, Akim Green.